My 1 year review on the 2013 Versys 650. After a year of having it, I've done some pretty well-rounded trips. I took a 300-mile trip through to Oklahoma City and back, and I can say that I've done some more stuff to it, like got heat crash bars on it, and really nothing too much new since then, but cleaned it up. 25,500 miles. My clutch went out, so I replaced the clutch not too long ago, and that's just, of course, basic maintenance. I still haven't got a different exhaust for it. Everything else is pretty much stock. Of course, we painted the fairings and just basic stuff like the nose cone and the mirrors. But after having this bike for an entire year, I want to say that this is a really well-rounded bike. I mean, for the price and everything, you're not going to come by really much better of a bike. I really enjoy this bike. Some pros first. This bike has a lot of power in it. I mean, I only weigh about 185 pounds, maybe at top 190, 5'10", 5'11", and I mean, this bike it does a really good job with me on it. I mean, I was sitting at 85 miles per hour on the tollway back and had no issues. We had a whole bunch of crosswinds and everything, and it was just completely sturdy. Didn't have an issue with it. It felt like I was literally sitting on a couch watching TV. So really, I'm gonna say that it's a really good bike for touring. I haven't wrecked on it or anything, so I can't say how durable it is that way. I did actually have to replace two things. I can't remember what it was. I think one thing was something with the tail light. I think one of the wires crossed over or grounded out. I had to replace something. And the other one was the speedometer sensor. But other than that, no issues. That was easy. The speedometer sensor was $12. The taillight deal was, I don't even remember how much the taillight deal was, but it was just fixing some wires on this right side over here. I think it's a good bike. I think it's a great bike, actually. Any more pros? The luggage containers on the sides, which of course is not everybody's going to have them, but those luggage containers on the side hold a lot. And I mean, very comfy. The seat I didn't even have a problem with on some long trips. I mean, I probably would get a different seat, but at the same time, I don't think it'd make too much of a difference. It's a pretty comfortable seat as it is. I'd probably get some like padding, maybe like a little padding strap or something. But other than that, it's really good. Gas wise, fuel mileage wise and everything, you can get about 180 to 230 miles on a full tank. I think I got a 205 on my trip from Oklahoma City. So really good. Since we'll start with the cons now, I wish the handlebars were a little longer, but at the same time, this is more like a sport touring. Another con that I'm like on the edge with is the headlight. I feel like they really left this bike unfinished. I really do. I know it may be a personal thing for me, but of course it didn't come with the nose cone or anything, and it kind of just, it feels like something's missing there. Of course, with the newer models, they really fixed it, but it's okay. Brakes are amazing. That was like a 9-hour trip, and my back didn't even hurt the entire time. Great positioning. The forks are great. Suspension's great. It's really comfortable. And okay, here's another con. I think I really feel like the speedo display is outdated. It may look good to other people, but I feel like for a 2013 we should have had something a little different. The turn signals are great, the headlight works great, taillight's amazing. You could take this bike a long ways. I'm just gonna say that now. And for the year and everything, I mean, it's a good bike. I'm at 26,000 miles now. Here's something, but it's kind of light. If you park out in the daytime, these little side pieces will fade. So I had to go over them and repaint them again. Nothing big, it really isn't. You can't really get too much better than this for like a little affordable sport touring motorcycle. And you can definitely trust these bikes. There's just not much that can go wrong with them. They're built well, and I mean, you could take them across the country. Also, it's extremely affordable on insurance. I'm paying $75 USD for an entire year. Liability, of course, but that's also with the add-on of roadside assistance add-on too. That's a really good thing. I'm only 21, just about to be 22, but for my age and everything, this is a good deal. It's a good deal right here. Here's one thing, if you guys are looking at the heat crash bars are really nice. I think they really fit the bike. But for the US model of this Versys, you have to take off the fuel evap canister. People do it all the time, but it's just one of those things that you gotta think about before buying some of these crash bars. I still haven't had to change the fork seals or anything like that. We're about 26,100 miles right now, and I think it's great for the price and everything. So, but that was it for this bike.